Hi, and welcome to episode 6, the continuing Let's Play of Her Story. I've been getting no fucking where in this. So I'm over 50% of all clips have been found. Annoyingly, I haven't found the very first one. I was kind of, I'm scratching all over the place. And I'm specifically thinking about it, I'm starting to go back through all the clips I've come across.
You think it's murder? Clearly it's murder. What can I do to help? Yeah, that's me. But February, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder? Well, I don't know. I probably had to pop out and get something, that's why I was speeding. And that wouldn't have been noted on my timesheet. But I really can't remember back to February.
February, is that when the conference was?
Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane? There was a conference, something to do with double glazing, in Oxford. Are you sure? What would he be doing in Oxford if there was no conference? I remember calling him. He said it was boring and he spent most of the time at the bar.
I'm guessing Oxford is where Eve was, but that is Eve.
There was a conference. It was supposed to be a secret. Just because Simon is dead doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford.
Yay! Finding things.
No, I have never been unfaithful. I've never cheated on Simon.
Okay, has he ever cheated on you?
Have I ever cheated on Simon? You asked that question yesterday. No, I have never been unfaithful. I've never cheated. Really? You're going to ask me about my sex life? I mean, isn't that private?
This murder investigation yet? If it is, then no, it's not private.
Are you married? How is your sex life?
I am not a criminal.
So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage. No, you're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. If you think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
Is this where...
No, I'm okay. Fuck. Can I leave? Are you going to arrest me? No. They'd laugh you out of the building. A lawyer would make mincemeat of you. Are you arresting me? No. Fuck off. Open this door.
Very British word. No? Oh. So what I think I need to do to actually beat the game, I need to get every clip, but... Okay. Really need to put some WD-40 on this chair. The last time I did that, it stopped squeaking for about half an hour. And then started up again. It's like, what? I need to start thinking outside the box. Okay. Hey, let's just start.
Black coffee, thanks. No sugar. Sweet enough as it is.
Hey, that's the very first clip.
No. I've had enough coffee for today, thanks. Glass of water.
Well, that's after she's come out as pregnant. Yeah.
Coffee, I guess. Milk and sugar.
She don't drink any tea. Wow, racking up the videos.
Could I have a cup of tea? A cup of tea would be good, thanks. Just one sugar.
Sugar? Okay. This is, despite being the most banal of things, it's actually kind of interesting.
Maybe a fresh cup of tea?
She likes sugar in her tea, but not in her coffee. Or Hannah likes tea, and Eve likes coffee.
one sugar. Thanks. Is that camera recording?
That's something I should look at.
Black no sugar. Thanks. Tastes fine to me. As long as it's black and strong, I'm good.
Oh, oh.
Is that camera recording?
Why does she have to ask it 2 days in a row? Oh, wait. That's Hannah. That's Eve. That's why she asked, but...
Just the one sugar. Thanks. Is that camera recording?
Okay, so I wrote down the time there. Because of this clip. And this is about... Oh, let's skip towards the end. So that ends, what, 15:53:36? And this begins at 15:53:44. Whoopsie! That's the... Oh shit, I just did that on camera, didn't I? Okay. So basically, what the purpose of those searches were, I'm just filling shit out.
Childhood sweethearts. Something like that. Are you married, detective?
But that clearly just came up. I'm misunderstanding how to use quotes.
Long time. Childhood sweethearts. Something like that. Are you married, detective?
I searched for that, didn't find... Oh, does that... Wait. Right, I think that means taking the entire script of that statement. Okay. Oh, new clip.
Sure, I think. I do all the bills and paperwork and handle all the money stuff, so it should be easy for me to find. Do you want them dropped off to you?
This will only mostly find really early ones.
When you suspect someone of murdering their husband.
That would be incredibly cheap, and I'm not going to do it.
Must think it's very cool that their dad is a police detective.
Okay, so something I just realised. This pops up in user tags and it says blank. So in theory, if I search for the word blank, I will find every clip that I have not yet found. I'll only be able to look at 5 of them, but if I watch it, remove the tag, then search it again, then I find new clips. Not gonna do that.
No, it's okay. The other detective has just gone to get me one.
I always search for banana. It's like the infamous, always the password is swordfish.
No, he was as shy as me. I asked a friend to ask him out for me. We had our first date at the Odeon in North End. We went to see Risky Business. I had on my one best dress. Simon paid. He bought me a whisper, and I was worried about getting chocolate on my teeth.
See, I've kind of just thrown stuff at the wall, hoping it'll stick. Of course, like a monkey, while I'm throwing this shit. Risky Business. Oh, that's the one with Rebecca De Mornay, isn't it? Where she's a prostitute. And that's the one where he's got the party scene? Where he's got the sunglasses, the loose white shirt, and no trousers.
No, I've had enough coffee for today, thanks. Glass of water.
I totally went to try to close that clip, but instead of closing that, I nearly closed the game again. Yay! 35, 50. No, it doesn't come up from that.
I've never taken a lie detector test before. Does it really work?
Not like that, it doesn't.
My name. That was the only question I failed. lie detector works.
Right, my guess is all four of these clips, she says yes, and that's the only thing she says. There's something.
Yes. Yes.
The reason why that these showed up when I put it in the quotes is because the entire thing she says is just yes. It's the only word.
Yes.
I have to get the entire thing right if you're going to use the quotes. So next search is going to be no.
Yes.
These don't actually tell me anything. So she got what?
No.
Asked 9 questions. Detective Inspector. That means I've now hit 75%.
No. No. No.
Okay.
Did I pass? Sorry, I messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff. Do you need me to do that card again? Thanks. Please find Simon. I love him so much.
See, unfortunately, I don't think I'm really working on plot here. I'm just trying to grab every little thing that I can, which means this is really fucking boring to watch. Okay.
I thought it made me sound suspicious. It's not a normal thing to do to drive to the other end of the country. I wanted to keep it simple. I know it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would, distract you from what was important. It's different now. There he is. It's all that matters, really. The baby. Simon's dead, but the baby, that's how he will live on. Our baby.
Just wondering if it's tattoo sticking out from underneath that. Because that would be the thing, to see Hannah with that tattoo. I'm having repeated volume issues recording these. The first three were too loud, the fourth and fifth ones are too quiet, so and I've kind of put it halfway between those two, so hopefully this will be just fine. You know, whole Goldilocks. Fucking English. Ha! If in doubt, start swearing.
Really? Go on then. Take the cup. Run your fingerprints. They'll match. Fucking do it. I think it was that time, the first time, at the house, in his bed, that I got pregnant. Amazing, right? This fucking magic spell. And they say lightning doesn't strike twice. I didn't tell him. I was 3 periods. I had pretty irregular periods anyway, but 3. I had always thought we were infertile. Both of us. I didn't tell him. Just waited. Hannah and I were meeting for our birthday, and I told her because I thought she would be happy for us both. I think she was.
Been a while since I got one of those. Right. Each of these little clips are specifically of the person being interviewed talking, and never the interviewer, the police detectives, because there's at least 2 of them. So what this means is, every time there's a pause between clips, that's the detective asking something. So if I can guess at what the question is, I might be able to guess what the answer is. I'm not sure that's actually any fucking help.
I sleep on the right side of the bed as you come in from the door. You can tell because I have 2 pillows and he just has 1. Simon was very moral about that sort of thing. He wouldn't just walk out there and sleep with anyone. He wasn't that kind of guy. He took his marriage very seriously.
I've really never searched for that.
After the kiss, the next time, he took me back to the house, to our parents' house, to their house. So, it was definitely him. I sometimes think he wanted to get caught to prove to himself that we were different people. He told me about his marriage, told me how his wife was completely different to me. I almost burst out laughing.
Right, so this kind of confirms what I thought, that Simon was cheating on Hannah with Eve.
fingerprints taken before. I once put my hand in the oven.
Interesting. So you've got a solid claim she's got no fingerprints.
Fingerprints? Fine. I've never had my fingerprints
No
taken
tattoo.
before. I once put my hand in the oven.
So that was definitely Hannah.
Yes. Yeah. I would have cleaned them. I changed the sheets too. Were the fingerprints in all those places? Could they have been my parents' fingerprints? I'm not sure how long they last for, but is that possible?
Okay, so wait, there are fingerprints found that weren't Hannah. Okay, so they talk about Eve's fingerprints. Write this date down.
Really? Go on then. Take the cup. Run your fingerprints. They'll match. Fucking idiot.
I'm so convinced about that. Is this Hannah? I'm getting there, but see, one thing I definitely want to do is work out which days who was there.
You have children.
Oh, that's all of them.
Black coffee, thanks.
First clip.
My name is Hannah.
Second clip. Right, that's not what I was trying to do. Don't think this will find anything. No, because that's not the entire thing. I just wanted to find things that she asks questions in. Right, I did this already, didn't I? Instantly wanted to type banana again. It is just the first word that always pops to mind. I was just looking at words I've put down here.
Okay, you got me. I'll confess. We were there. It was a dirty weekend. Simon was going to expense it, pretend it was a business trip. I used a made-up name. We stayed at the hotel, had room service, didn't leave the room, had a great view of the river, and you could hear the church bells. Like you said, we were very romantic.
So that's interesting. Okay, so this is back in February when they went to Oxford. Again, I call bullshit, because that's Eve. I do think there was two of them. I really do. Even though I think that tattoo is really, really fake and drawn on. Unless she deliberately tipped the coffee on herself to show that off. It's like, oh, I've got a tattoo. Clearly not there in other videos on other days.
Nothing else happened that night. We talked, then I said goodbye. Then next week I was seen in the bar again, and there he was. And again the next week, he offered to buy me a meal. I told him I had already eaten, and so we got chips and egg on the beach instead. When we said goodbye, he asked me to kiss him. Romantic. Yes. I thought about telling Hannah. I felt guilty after the kiss. But then it began to feel like this was the way it should be. Sharing, like we had before. You never mentioned her to me. There was the Simon with me, and the Simon with her. It was almost like it was a different Simon. But no, Simon didn't play guitar. He wasn't very musical. He liked to listen, but he was tone deaf.
Okay, that's interesting. Obviously, because I've not come across that clip before. Why is the detective asking about that?
Yes. Yeah, it's my guitar.
See, this one I'm pretty sure I put down as Hannah. It's not her guitar. What I want to do is maybe find some around here. I wish you could just click on these once you've already got them up. Other words I've randomly got written down here. Ah, that's something.
Everyone loves Simon. He was so nice to everyone. He loves me. Cute. You must love them very much. What ages are they? No. I mean, he was.
Oops. Oh, this is more picture card things.
She's crying, I guess. She's sad because she thought she saw her husband with another woman. But it's okay, because she finds out it wasn't her husband, it was his brother. And so it's fine. Simon's parents offered to put me up, but I didn't think it would be a good idea. It would be too sad. Not right now. I'm staying at a friend's. Well, there you go. How many kids?
Okay, this is getting on a little bit, so I'm going to end this episode right here. Also, because I could do it going to the toilet. Good night. Good night. It's not even midday yet. Jeez. Anyway, ta-ta.